So in this video, we are going to learn how to add new Clinico attendee to GoHighLevel as contact. Let's say you're using Clinico to get bookings and appointments from your patients and attendees. And you want that whenever a new attendee is created, you want to add that same attendee as contact in GoHighLevel too. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So in this automation, whenever a new attendee will register in Clinico, automatically with the same details, we are going to add that attendee as a contact in GoHighLevel. Now, if you want to know how you can set up this kind of automation, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Clinico account. And in my Clinico account, I have created an event over here named as Yoga Class. And up to 10 people can join this event. And this is my online booking page for my Clinico account. And from this booking page, the patients or the attendees users can book an appointment with me. And under group session, you can see the same session, the same event. Users can register as an attendee for this particular event as well from the same page. Now I want that whenever some person is going to register for a group session, whenever a new attendee will be registered for an event in my Clinico account, I want to add that same person as a contact in GoHighLevel. Now to do this, we have to connect Clinico with GoHighLevel. And we are going to use an automation and integration platform called Pabbly Connect to do so. So here you can see we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. After reaching to this dashboard, we have to create an automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect. So just click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. So I'll name it as Clinico to GoHighLevel. And then just select the folder of your Pabbly Connect account in which you want to create the workflow and click on Create. Now as you click on Create, here you can see the workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, you can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Clinico account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, so that whenever a new attendee is going to register for a group session, automatically the details of that new attendee will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. It will start. And after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to send the details of the same attendee and we are going to add them as a contact in GoHighLevel. So let's see how it is done. Starting from our trigger window, in Choose App, search for Clinico and just select it. After selecting Clinico in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New Attendee. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, we have to connect our Clinico account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API key, password and shard of our Clinico account. Now you must be thinking how you can get this API key, password and shard. So to get it, just read the help text given below over here. Enter your Clinico API key and password here. You can leave the password field blank. To get the unique API key, visit My Info, Manage API Key section of Clinico app. So it is saying us that we can keep this field of password as blank, but we have to enter the API key. And to get the API key, just go to your Clinico account and from the left sidebar, just go to this profile section and click on My Info. After coming to My Info, just scroll down and here you will see the Manage API Key section. Just click on it. Then after that, here you can see the API key which I have already generated. To create a new API key in Clinico, just click on this Add an API Key button and then just give this API key a name. Let's say I'll name it as GoHighLevel. And then click on Create API Key. So the API key is created. Now we will just copy the API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After that, it is asking us for the shard. And here in this dropdown, you can see a list of different options which we have. Now how you are going to know which particular option you have to select. So here what you have to do, as written in the help text, you just have to go to your Clinico account and here in the URL section, you can see after my Clinico account name and before .clinico, you can see AU2. This is the shard of my Clinico account. So you just have to visit your account and from the URL section, whatever option you have, whatever written over here, from this dropdown, you have to select that. I have AU2 as my shard, so I'm going to select AU2 over here. And after entering the API key and selecting the shard, just click on Save. And as we click on Save, we will see our Clinico account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. Now after making this connection, when we will click on this Save and Send Test Request button, the details of the last attendee, the most recent attendee who has booked for the group session in our Clinico account, the details of that attendee will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So before doing that, from our booking page, we are going to make a test booking. I will just select this particular group session. Then for example, I'll select the slot that the group session is on 19th of Feb, as you can see on my Clinico calendar as well. That for 19th of Feb, we have this particular session, yoga class. So we are going to select that session, and after that, we are going to enter the details of a dummy user. For example, the name of the person who is making the booking is demo user. The date of birth is, for example, 1st of January 1999. Just take an example. Then we are going to change the email address. This is the email address, and this is the dummy mobile number of this user. So just now we have entered the details of a new user. Using this person's detail, we are going to make a booking. Let's click on complete booking and we are good to go. So just now a new attendee has registered for this particular group event in our Clinico account. And here you can see the attendee has registered as well. We have demo user over here. Now after doing this, we will get back to Pabbly Connect and click on this Save and Send Test Request button. And when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows the details of the latest attendee, the most recent attendee who has booked the appointment with us. So we will just scroll down and here you can see some of the links. We will scroll down further. Here you can see the date and time, that at what date and time this attendee has registered. Then after that, we will scroll down and here you can see some details. Now here in this response, you can't actually see the details of the person, of the user who made the booking. Like demo user, this particular user made the booking, but you can't see their name, email, and all the other details. But here in this response, you can see this response of patient link self. And here in front of it, you can see this particular link. And here in this link, at last, you have this unique patient ID for the same patient, for the same person who made the booking. So what we have to do, we have to basically extract the patient ID from this response of patient link self. And after that, in the next step, we will retrieve the details of this particular patient, of this particular attendee. So let me show you how it is done. It is actually very simple. Now to extract the patient ID from this complete response of patient link self, we will be using a feature, a module of Pabbly Connect called text formatter. We will just scroll down, come to this action step, and here in choose app, we will search for text formatter and just select it. Then after that, in action event from this drop down, select the action event as split text and then just click on connect. After clicking on connect, here the first thing it asks us is text to split. That what is the text which we want to split? So we want to split this text of patient link self. We want to split this text and extract the patient ID, the last text from this, last numbers from this. So we have to basically map this response of this link over here in this text formatter action step. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Clinico of a new attendee. Out of all of these responses, select this response of patient link self and map it over here. After mapping this link, here in separator, we are going to use slash as the separator because we want all the numbers written after this slash. And we have multiple slashes in this particular link, but here we want the text, we want the numbers after the last slash. So here under segment index, we are going to select last. And after that, just click on save and send test request. Now, as we click on save and send test request, here you can see we have the last text, the last numbers from this link after the slash in the response over here. In this way, using this text formatter, we have extracted the patient ID from this link. After extracting the patient ID, we want to get the details of this patient, of this attendee. So what we are going to do, we will just click on this add action step button over here. And here in choose app, once again, we are going to search for Clinico and just select it. After selecting Clinico, here in action event from the drop down, we are going to select the action event as get a patient details. Then just click on connect. And because we have connected Clinico with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, we don't have to make a new connection. You can select the existing connection and then just click on save. And as we click on save, we will see our Clinico account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, here it is asking us for the patient ID. That what is the ID of the patient whose details we want to get. So in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the patients and attendees which you have. But every time using this trigger, we will get the details of a new attendee. So what we have to do, we just have to turn on the mapping button in front of it and clear this default response. And after that, from text format responses, we have received the attendee ID, the patient ID. Just select it and map it over here. And after mapping this patient ID, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received the response. And here in this response, you will get the details of the same attendee. Here you can see the same email address which we have entered while making the booking. Then after that, here you can see the same date of birth. We'll scroll down, you can see the same name of the person, demo user. And also you can see the same mobile number too. In this way, we have received the details of the new attendee who are making the booking on our Clinico booking page. Now after this, let's move to the final step where we want to add these same attendees as contact in GoHighLevel. For that, we will just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button over here. And here in Choose App, to add the contact in GoHighLevel, we are going to search for Lead Connector. Just select Lead Connector version 2 v2. Then after that, in action event from this drop-down, select the action event as Create or Update a Contact. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, we have to connect our GoHighLevel account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this Connect with Lead Connector version 2 button. Now this is the difference between name of GoHighLevel and Lead Connector because the GoHighLevel integration is available by the name of Lead Connector inside Pabbly Connect. After clicking on Connect, this pop-up window will appear in front of us. And here in this pop-up window, we have to select the account or the agency which we want to connect with Pabbly Connect. So I have selected this test account, and after selecting it, we will see that particular account of our GoHighLevel will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the first name. That what is the first name of the contact which we want to add in GoHighLevel. So in the previous step from Clinico, when we received the details of the patient, details of the attendee, in those responses, we have received the details of this person. We have the first name, last name, we have the email address, and also we have the phone number, the contact number. So what we are going to do, from these responses, one by one, we are going to map all of these details in this lead connector GoHighLevel action step. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click on this field and here from the drop down from Clinico responses, select the response of first name and it will be mapped. Then after that, let's map the last name over here in the next field. Just click here and from the drop down, search for the response of last name and map it too. Then in full name, we are going to map the first name and last name together. So from the drop down, let's select the response of first name. Then after that, just add a space and then map the response of last name too. Then it is asking us for the email, and here in field of email, what we are going to do, we will map the field of email. So just select and map the email. Then it is asking us for the phone number, so we are going to select and map the response of phone number as well. Now here the help text says either the email or phone number field is required. So it is important, it is required to either enter the email or the phone number. We have both of the things, so we are entering both the things. But if you have only one thing, in that case, it is required to enter any one field over here, any one data over here. Then it is asking us location ID, address, city, country, and some other details related to this contact. Now we don't have all of these details of the attendee, of the contact which we want to create. And these fields are not mandatory, are not required. So what you can do, you can ignore these fields for now. Then we'll scroll down further, and after that, here you can see we have some text field over here. Now in your GoHighLevel account, if you have created some kind of custom fields for contact, you will see all of those custom fields inside Pabbly Connect as well. Right now, I have created many custom fields for now, but we don't have any data to enter in these custom fields. So what you can do, you can just ignore all of these fields, just scroll down, and after scrolling down, we will just click on this Save and Send Test Request button. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the attendee whose details we have mapped over here, basically the attendee who made the booking on our Clinico booking page, the same attendee is now added in GoHighLevel as a new contact. So let's check it. We will go to our GoHighLevel account, and from the left sidebar, we will go to Contact section. After coming here you can see demo user, the same person, the same attendee who made the booking on our Clinico booking page, the same person is now added in our GoHighLevel account as well. You can see the same name, same email and the same phone number. This means the automation workflow which we have created between Clinico and GoHighLevel, this automation is working perfectly fine. And after setting up this automation, whenever we are going to receive a new attendee will be created in our Clinico account. Automatically the same attendee will be added as a contact in GoHighLevel as well. And after setting up this automation, every 8 hours, Pabbly Connect will check for the details of new attendee in Clinico. Now it basically takes 8 hours of time because the connection of Clinico and Pabbly Connect trigger is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for new attendees in our Clinico account every 8 hours. So every 8 hours, it will check for new attendees. And if we have received or registered any new attendees in last 8 hours, it will get the details of all of those attendees. And using this automation, we are going to add them in GoHighLevel as a contact. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this exact same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can email us at support@pabbly.com or post it on our forum over here. Or you can write us in the comment box below too. If you want to check out the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. And if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Pabbly. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.